Hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to PD and Pieces, our teaching tips edition, where we're going to be talking about how to teach open syllables. So, for teaching tip number one, you have to make sure before you teach open syllables that you've already taught closed syllables. This is essential and foundational. And usually, according to most sequential scope and sequences, short vowels are taught before long vowels. So, since open syllables include long vowels, we want to make sure that kids understand what closed syllables are and have mastered the concept of reading words with closed syllables. Many CBC words are closed syllables. So make sure that you've explicitly taught closed syllables and that your kids can read and spell them before moving on to open syllables. So you'll see an example of some closed syllable words. Kids need to apply the knowledge that these closed syllables are going to have short vowel sounds like hat, bag, men, got, run, and they need to know that when a vowel is closed in by a consonant, that the vowel is going to represent its short sound. So be sure you've taught closed syllables. If you're teaching older students and they already can read these very easily, just go back and instruct them about, oh, this is why these vowels actually make a short vowel sound. It's because it's a closed syllable. So teach them that terminology and help them to understand what a closed syllable is. Then quickly move on to what a open syllable is. Teaching tip number two, provide kids with explicit instruction. This is essential for any concept that you're teaching. So you want to explicitly teach what an open syllable is. It is a syllable that ends with a vowel, and the vowel is going to say its long sound. Then you're going to teach and model using open syllable words. So you might say this. Boys and girls, today we're going to learn about a special syllable type called an open syllable. Remember, a syllable is a word part, and every syllable has one vowel sound. Now, all syllable types are important, but open syllables are also important because they help us figure out how to read and spell words, specifically how to read words with a specific vowel sound. So let me show you what an open syllable is. An open syllable is going to have one vowel letter, and there's no consonant closing it in. So because the vowel is open, it says its long sound. For example, let's look at this word no. The vowel is O, and there is no consonant closing it in. There's no consonant after the vowel that will close it in. So this makes the vowel say its long sound. So when we read this word, we blend the sounds together. Oh, I clearly hear that O sound. When a syllable is open, the vowel is long. Let's look at another word together. What is the vowel letter in this word? Right, it's in the letter I. Do you see any consonant after the vowel? No. So this means that the syllable is open. So the vowel makes its long sound I. Let's blend the sounds together to read the word. I, hi. Hi, great job. Now it's your turn. I'm going to give you some words and I want you to tell me if the syllable is open. If it is, say the long vowel sound. Let's try it. And hopefully your students would be able to apply that knowledge to read these words be, go, and she. And then you would ask them, okay, what do you notice about all of these words? And you can guide them to recognize that the vowel says its name, its long sound, because it's not closed in by any consonant. Teaching tip number three, start with simple words and make sure that you also use nonsense syllables before moving on to longer words. You can see here a list of open syllable nonsense words. And you might be saying, why do my kids need to recognize this? Let's talk about it. They need to be able to read and recognize these syllable types and apply the knowledge that they're going to hear the long vowel sound within these syllables. Because if you notice, the word bay, nonsense syllable, nonsense word, right? But it's actually a part of many real words. So they're going to need to know how to pronounce and how to read bay or spell bay when they spell the word baby. Or look at this, po, they need to know how to read that word part, when they read the word tempo. Or C, secret, K, vacation, vi, vital, or hue, human. So make sure that kids grasp and understand how to apply the vowel sound in these short words or these nonsense syllables before moving on to longer words. Teaching tip number 4, you want to make sure that you use visuals and word sorts with your students. So let's talk about using visuals first. You can actually use the door in your classroom or at home to really make this concept come alive for your students. So what I did, you can see here in the picture, is I've taken a real syllable, one syllable words that are open syllables, and I showed my students how because the door is open, there's nothing to close in that vowel sound. And so the vowel is going to be long and it can carry on forever. How even we're bothering some of the people out in the hallway because our vowel sounds were so long that they could carry on forever. So she, really hear that E sound at the end of the word, or A, right? And I had my kids practice it and it was really fun, right? I, hi, we hear the vowel traveling on because the door is open. And so the long vowel sound can be clearly heard. But then we close the door, and what do you notice? I taped some consonants, ending consonants, to the actual door. And now we see how the vowel sound shifts when the syllable type shifts, right? So now we have these closed syllable words where the vowel sound is no longer long, but it is short. So shell, at, it, hid, they can now hear the short vowel sound. So this is really powerful for your students and they enjoy it. So make it fun. The second thing I want to talk about is using word sort. So this is really powerful too because kids can then look at patterns that they see in words and then apply the knowledge of what the vowel sound will say or what the vowel letter will say, what sound it will say within that syllable type. So here's just 2 that I have. You can use headers, you can use a closed sort or an open sort, but kids are going to sort here according to closed syllables and open syllables. So they're looking for the vowels within those syllables and seeing, is there anything closing it in? If not, then it's an open syllable. They can read it, no or hi. And if there is something closing it in, they can read it, applying the knowledge that a closed syllable is going to have a short vowel sound, and they can read those words accurately as well. So these are my 2 top tips for teaching open syllables. Be sure that you grab our open syllable resources. We have lots of them, including these that you see here on the video. Thank you for joining us, and I hope that your teaching is successful.